Okay. Good evening. I think we're live. It looks like we're live. Nope. We're about to be live. uh, I got an ad. Okay. Now we're live. Everybody's seeing me turn my ad off. Can you all hear me? Somebody who's watching, can you hear me? Hi, Lisa. Love you too. Yep. Okay, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Okay, you can hear me and we're live. Welcome to the Hillbilly Kitchen. Has anybody guessed what today is? Does anybody know? Let's see. See you, hear you. Thank you, Patricia, Danielle, Brad. Does anybody know what we're celebrating? Becky Walker from Washington. Well, hello. Hello, Maria. Nancy, they're going so fast I can't even say hello to everybody. It is Ash Wednesday, but that's not actually what we're celebrating. The anniversary of the first video, CJ got it. The Hillbilly Kitchen was started, and I kind of want to say it was born on February 14th, 2014. And I say born because it is kind of this living, growing, developing thing. It's not, it's definitely always changing, and it is growing. We're going to do something special tonight. I'm not even going to say what it is yet, but I want everybody to comment what state you're watching from and how many years you have been watching the Hillbilly Kitchen. Now, you all know we've been on here 10 years because I just said 10 years, yay! That's kind of an accomplishment. But comment and let me know what state you're watching from and how many years you have been watching. If you are not subscribed, if your button underneath the video says subscribe, it doesn't have a D on the end of it, please click that button so that it goes to subscribe to tell you that you are subscribed. If it says subscribe with no D, you need to click it. If it already has a D on the end of it, don't click it. Every time we do a video, we lose subscribers, and it's because there's not much difference in the way the button looks when it says subscribed. But if it has a D on the end of it, don't click it because you are already subscribed. Okay. While we're waiting on more folks to get here, and I don't know how many people are actually here right now. My screen is not telling me. Sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't. And the last one we did on Sunday, it was saying we had like 200 people, and we actually had 2,000 people. So I'm not sure it's accurate anyway. But I want to share the last few things that I got around Christmas time with you because I have not shown these to you yet. And this was just gorgeous and so thoughtful. I'm going to get the name here. And I hope you're watching. Miss Tammy from New York sent me some of her Lennox Christmas ornaments. Now, Charlotte is like a super patriot, so she's going to love this stuff. But she sent me 3 of her patriotic Christmas ornaments. And they are just so cute. And I appreciate that so much. And I haven't got the last few Christmas cards returned, so I'll probably just do thank you cards. But these are just adorable, and I don't want to break them. I'll separate them in here with the foam that she packed them in, or the bubble wrap. And this one here, I'll show y'all these, and it'll give everybody a minute to get here. And this one. And the banner says, God bless America, and it's a dove. It's really, really pretty. The Lennox Christmas ornaments are gorgeous. Very expensive and very gorgeous. So I need to get you a card in the mail. Thank you very much. And I also got a couple more Christmas cards, one from Darlene, one from Patricia, and Tammy. We're so glad you're out of the hospital. I want to thank Raymond and Monica for their very generous gift. And I got back Kathleen's from Oregon. I don't know why I got it back. And Debbie from Ohio. Debbie, I'm sorry. I don't know why it was returned. I'm sure I have your address right. But your Christmas card came back. And I was all panicked because I was afraid I forgot to send it. And I was like, Alex, did I not have Debbie's address on my list? And then I looked and I had already seen it, but then it came back. So, but anyway, we move these. And we got the sequel to Miss McKay's book. If any of y'all like Christian novels, she writes Christian novels, and this one is called Homestead. She just sent it to me the other day. I just got it out of the mail. And see that there. And let's see what it looks like. I hadn't even opened it. Looks like a lot of reading. Get your money's worth. It is her book, Homestead, and it is a Christian, kind of a romance novel, I guess. But something, if you really enjoy reading, you might want to look that up. All right, let me move this out of the way. Okay, let's see. It says we have, well, it's saying we got about 370 people here. Like I said, who knows? The last one of these that I did on Sunday, it said I had about 250 people, and I actually had over 2,000. So thank you all very much for joining us on this very special day for us. If you're just now joining us, this is our 10th birthday, or our 10th anniversary, however you want to look at it. And I thought that I would tell y'all how this got started. And I've shared this story before a time or two. Alex is with me. Y'all say hi to Alex. She's hiding over here. But she's actually working on what we're going to do for this live stream. We're going to do something really special before we end this. So stay with us and comment what state you're watching from and how many years you've been watching. Anyway, how we got started. This was not my idea. It was not something that I wanted to do. And I think that, you know, people ask me all the time, do I like it now? Well, of course I like it now. I would still be doing it after 10 years if I didn't like it. I mean, you know, it's not like somebody's pushing me out the door to go to work every morning. This is something that I kind of got to get up and do. But I really feel like this is the thing that God spent my whole life prepared me for, and I am extremely blessed because not everyone finds that thing. I mean, there's a lot of people who live their whole lives and they never find the thing that God's prepared them for. They never find their path, their calling for, I mean, I guess that's what you call it. But anyway, we had been kind of doing some short films, funny videos. You've probably seen them years ago when YouTube first started. They were much, much bigger, the short films. And they had short film festivals and stuff. And Brett was really sick. He was sick and he was getting sicker. And he was really, really into the short films. So we were doing the short films and the kids were participating in them and stuff, and it would get him up and get him moving and get him out of the house. Certainly better than like therapy or something, because he was actually getting up and doing something that he enjoyed doing. So we were all behind it. And we did those for, I don't know, 2-3 years, maybe 4, a long time. And they never did very much. But while we were doing those, from the time we started them, he was watching cooking videos on YouTube, and he kept saying, you need to be doing cooking videos. You need to be doing cooking videos, like 3 years at least. He nagged me. And that man could nag like no woman ever could. Fellers, y'all talk about how women nag. He nagged. And he did not stop. The pressure was constantly, you need to be doing cooking videos. But he started out wanting me to open a restaurant years ago, and praise the Lord, that didn't happen. I mean, talk about hard and stressful running a restaurant. Y'all have my complete admiration and respect. I cannot even imagine dealing with hungry people. I don't have to deal with that here. No hungry people here. But so he was wanting me to do these cooking videos, and he would show me different cooking channels, and we looked at different ones, and we were snowed in on Valentine's Day 2014, and he started again. And I had nothing else to do. And of course, I obviously couldn't go out and buy ingredients, but I'm sure I had ingredients to do a really good video. But I thought that I would be cute, maybe a little bit of a smart aleck. And I said, okay, I'll do a video. I'll make snow cream. There was a blizzard, you know. When life gives you snow, make snow cream. So I took a little camera that we had at the time out and set it up on the porch on a tripod and scooped the snow and, you know, explain the process of gathering snow and what snow to get and what snow not to get and all that stuff. And I brought my snow cream back in, and I set the little camera up back there in the corner behind this massive wad of balloons here, and finished making the snow cream on the stove. It was awful video quality. It was all blue. But I did it serious. I did it as serious as if I was making, you know, anything. I did it, you know, how to make snow cream. Well, while I was working on the video and taking pictures and stuff, he said, what are you going to call this channel? And again, cracking jokes, and thought I was cute and thought it was going to go nowhere. I said the Hillbilly Kitchen. And he goes, oh, I like that. And I think he picked the subtitle, the Down Home Country Cook, and he put that on there. And he set up the channel while I was making the video, and I got it done and gave the camera, and he edited the video, and we put it up. Well, if you're going to make a video that you don't want people to watch, don't make snow cream when 3/4 of the country is covered with a blizzard. So it was a brand new channel, brand new video, and like 100 people watched it. Now, if I put up a video now and only 100 people watched it, I would literally have a panic attack because I think something was wrong. But for a brand new channel, a brand new video, nothing else up, to get 100 views is amazing. It's miraculous. And then I stuck. So I had to make a couple more. I did like some fried chicken and a pot roast and something, I don't know, in that. I did a couple videos like that. And then he didn't push it for a little while, for, I don't know, maybe a month. And I didn't put anything up for like a month. There was a month span, and went back and looked, and 1,000 people had watched me make a pot roast. I could not believe it. I called all the kids. You ain't gonna believe this. 1,000 people watched me make a pot roast. And then I knew it was going to go somewhere. And we kept watching videos, and he kept pushing me to make more. And I had to keep doing them, obviously, because they were getting views. And I think at that time there wasn't like now you have to have 1,000 subscribers and you have to have so many views and stuff before you can even monetize your YouTube channel. At that time, you didn't have to have any of that. But you had to earn $1,000 or $100 in ad revenue before you got a paycheck. But they would put ads on as soon as you put up your first video if you wanted your channel monetized. So we monetized it right away. And I want to say, I was looking today, and I think it was only 3 months before we got our first check for $100. But now I'm telling you this because I want you to know that anybody can do this. And I was talking to a lady at church a couple days ago. It was actually Sunday, I think. Or maybe it was, I don't know, anyway, it's a few days ago. And she said, yeah, but look at all the people who try and fail. It's not all the people who try and fail. It's all the people who try and give up. And I have a lot of comments from a lot of people who think that they are called to do this, that they are called to make videos, that they are called to share the gospel, that they are called to share their life experience with other people through videos on YouTube or whatever other platform you might choose. It's not giving up, because we got that first check in a few months, which now it would take you that long to get monetized. And I think you have to do it within a year or it falls back off and then you have to start over. But if you stick with it, if you have good content, if you learn how to tag them, how to describe them, how to take thumbnail pictures and stuff like that, you should be able to get monetized within a few months. Even now with the changes and all the videos, I was talking to a YouTube representative today, and there are so many videos on YouTube now that it is very, very hard to stand out. And that's one of the things that we're going through now, is we're trying to stand out from the crowd so that people pick our videos over other videos that are going up. I mean, if you search just meatloaf on YouTube, you're going to find a million recipes. Well, you have to have something that makes your video stand out. And there has to be something about your videos that's different from other people to make them stand out. So, if this is something you want to do, just don't give up. It's not all the people that try and fail. It's all the people that try and give up. And you just have to stick with it. Like I said, it's been 10 years. And there's something, I said I was going to share some plans in the future. Yeah, okay, people that are just joining us. We want to know what state you're watching from, and we want to know how long you've been watching us again. So if you're just now joining us, tell us what state you're watching from and how long you've been watching. And it's saying there's 461 people now. I wonder how many people there actually are. Because like I said, it's not accurate. But we are now at about 870,000 subscribers, I think. Last year was a very, very slow year for us. We did not grow a whole lot last year. I think we barely gained 100,000 subscribers through the course of the whole year. But that leaves us about 130,000 short of that million subscriber. What do you call that? It's not a good... But I don't know, the like we did 100,000 subscribers. We've got a plaque back here somewhere, but you get recognized for 1 million subscribers. That's a big deal when a channel gets 1 million subscribers, and people do all kind of crazy stuff when they get 1 million subscribers. And I watch some stuff with my granddaughter Charlotte, and people like swim in pools full of slime and stuff. It's just crazy stuff people do. What I want to do when we get to 1 million subscribers, and I suspect we're going to do that this year, and when we hit about 985,000 subscribers, we're going to announce the place. We are going to rent a public venue somewhere where we can have a big picnic, party, cookout, gathering, and we'll announce it, and everybody is welcome to come. There are several places around here that you can rent within a few miles of here. So it will be somewhere in the northeast Tennessee, southeast Kentucky area, in that area, western corner of Virginia. We will rent something in that area that is big enough to accommodate a few hundred people anyway. So that anybody who wants to can join us for that 1 million subscriber party. And I think we're going to hit it this year. Even though last year was a little bit slow in growth, I think we're going to do it this year. And when we get to when we get to about 975,000, we're going to do that. Diane just joined the channel. Thank you, Diane.
From Ireland again.
And we've got folks here from Ireland. Okay. Canada. Where's everybody from? You're reading it there.
We've got California, Florida, Ireland, Ohio, Kentucky. Oh, mercy. Pennsylvania, Indiana, Georgia, everywhere. Michigan, Maine. There's another Dublin, Ireland. Arkansas.
We have lots of people from Ireland. We used to have a lot of people from
Delaware.
Australia, but I haven't seen many comments from Australia lately.
Alaska.
Oh, here we got somebody from New Tazewell.
Yes, we do have a couple from New Tazewell. Miss Connie.
Connie, yes. Have we met, Connie? Have I seen you around town? Because a lot of people from around town, I see them run into folks in Ingles and Walmart and Northeast Mississippi, West Virginia. Okay, so anyway, y'all be watching for that. At about 985,000 subscribers, we're going to rent a place and start planning that party. But tonight, what we're looking for, CJ is in Iowa. CJ, I'm sorry. And we have Kelly from Missouri. Okay. I do want to ask, because we've got a lot of people on here, and y'all are the people who are really a part of the channel, people who watch the live streams, who watch for the news. I want to ask that you please ask all of your friends and your family to subscribe, because I really do want to have that party this year. I want to be able to do that. And like I said, make sure it says subscribe and not subscribed. If it says subscribed, don't click it, you're already subscribed. But if it doesn't have a D on the end of it, click that subscribe button. Okay, so you want to tell everybody what you're doing? See, I'm putting this on Alex so nobody can get mad at me.
In just a second.
Okay,
this is where I'm at right now.
Okay, she's been watching here. Oh my goodness. West Virginia. All right. Yeah. Yeah, I know that she's been around a long time.
So, let me kind of get where y'all can see me.
She's hiding. I had so much fun having somebody here with you that's hiding.
I'm sorry I couldn't answer any of your comments. I was kind of going through here and seeing where everybody was from and how long they've been on the channel, and I kind of put your information to a small database, and what it has done is it has picked one person in that database, and she's going to tell you what happens from there.
Okay, so who is picked, or are we still looking for somebody?
Right here. Nope,
oh,
right
you got
here.
it? Oh. Okay. Words of wisdom.
Wisdom of words.
Or wisdom of words.
Wisdom of the word.
Okay. Okay. I don't have my glasses on, obviously. All right. Where is it again?
Wisdom of the word, username, has been watching for 8 years, and they are in West Virginia.
Okay. I hope you are in the western side of West Virginia. But what I need from you is I need an email and a phone number in that email. Don't put it on here. Send an email to thehillbillykitchen@yahoo.com, and in the about, put live stream on it so I know what it's about. And Alex and I are going to come and meet you for lunch. And that's why I announced the 1,000,000 subscriber party tonight, because I can't go meet all of you for lunch right now. I wish I could, but wisdom of the word, if you will send me an email with a phone number, we'll make arrangements to come and meet you for lunch. Sometime within the next, what's going on here with my...
Commercial.
Oh, a commercial. Okay. All right. I've got a commercial if you, okay. The commercial's over. All right. We're back. So I really wish I could meet everybody for lunch, but we are getting close to that 1,000,000 subscriber. And like I said, that party is going to be open to everyone who would like to come. I'm also checking into doing some of the local events like the craft fairs and stuff, because that's all starting up here in the next couple of months. There's going to be all that stuff going on all spring, summer, and fall. And I'm going to try and be at some of those, and I will announce when I'm going to be at those, because I do like meeting people. I met some folks on Tuesday when I was having lunch. I went out for lunch, and they were in the restaurant, and they actually moved to Harrogate from Indiana, and that's where I was having lunch. I think, yeah, it was Indiana, and that was very nice. So don't feel like you can't talk to me if you see me out somewhere in the grocery store or wherever. If I'm not super busy, you better have a few minutes to talk. If I am super busy, I'll take a minute, and then I might have to run back and get back to what I'm doing. But don't feel like you can't stop me and talk to me, because I'm just a person like you are. And, you know, at this 10-year mark, I think it's important to kind of acknowledge where this came from. The whole process has absolutely been a blessing from God. It has been guided by God. I think He has had His hand on it. And I certainly think that every single person who watches every single video is a blessing from God. And I pray that you are all blessed when you come here and you join us. Every view is a gift. Every person who clicks like, every person who leaves a comment, it is such a blessing and such a gift. And I know that it all comes from the Lord, and I know that it's all because of the Lord, and I am very well aware of how blessed I am. And, you know, I say it's the people who stay on YouTube 10 years, the people who make a living at it. I mean, this is my job. This is how I make a living. This is how Alex makes a living. After Brett passed, she joined me, and she edits the videos now, which was his job. You know, I said that very first one, I shot it and I took it to him, and he edited it and put it up for me. And from then on, it was just, you know, it was just a process. I don't know how many people there are who watched from the very beginning, but there was about a 2-year period when we did not put up very many videos at all. And we worked for our oldest daughter at a little market and deli called Yesteryear Country Market that was down in Speedwell. And there were people who came in there during that 2 years who told me how much they missed the videos, and they told me that they asked me to please keep making them, not to stop. And those people who came in, and they actually came there and found me and asked me to continue making videos, to go back to it. Those were the people that convinced me that this is what God wanted me to be doing. And without those people coming, without those people telling me what it meant to them, and telling me that, you know, this just might be my calling here in the kitchen, talking to all y'all, I never would have done it. I wouldn't have done it. So if there are any of those people who are still watching, thank you so much. And God bless you. And that's why I say, when you see me out, please don't feel like you can't talk to me or you can't say something. Because without those people telling me that I needed to be doing this, I never would have done it. I mean, it wouldn't have gone past what it did the first few years. So, you know, I see your comments, and I see how many people watch the videos when I put them up, and the thumbs ups on them and stuff like that. I can see the positive feedback, and all of that is wonderfully encouraging. But there is nothing like meeting the face that I'm talking to. And people ask me, you know, how I can do this. Well, that's because I'm just talking to you. Just to you. And when I get to meet you, that is truly a special blessing. So say hi, because I enjoy it. I really, truly do. And like I said, I know how absolutely blessed I am. I thank God for this every day. When I thank God for the things in my life, I thank Him for this and I thank Him for you. And I don't ever want to take that for granted, that it is a blessing. And I am blessed because of all of you. And I am blessed because God allows me to do this. And as long as God will keep letting me come here, I will continue to come here and be here with you. I got to tell you, sometimes it's a struggle. There's always changes, and that's something else. If this is something you think you want to do, you've got to deal with all the stuff that kind of gets thrown in there. It's not just simply a matter of making your video, picking your subject, making your video, editing, or just streaming it, which is what we're doing now. You have to deal with all the stuff. You got to check all the boxes. You got to fill in all the details. You got to do all the stuff that's required to get your videos seen. So don't give up if this is something you want to do, because literally anybody can do it. If a hillbilly in East Tennessee can stand in her kitchen and do videos, I think we have our most viewed video now has over 4 million views. We may be getting close to 5 million views. If you can stand in a kitchen in East Tennessee and talk to 5 million people, anybody anywhere in the world can do it. So again, if you want to do this, do it. Go for it. Do it part-time till it takes off, but stick with it. I don't know, how long have we been on here now? I don't know.
About 30 minutes.
Okay, we've been on here about 30 minutes. We'll hang out a little while longer because I know there's a lot of people that haven't joined us yet. If you are just joining us, please still continue to comment what state you're from and how long you've been watching, because we really want to see that. We want to see kind of the reach here. Ask all your friends to subscribe. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe, but make sure the subscribe button doesn't have that D on the end of it. If it does not have the D, click on it so that it says subscribed. But if it already says subscribed, don't. If it says subscribe, click on it. The past 2.5 years, I don't know what I would have done without Alex here. I mean, I really don't. And she's easier to work with than Brent. I don't know. He was a very type A personality, but he was very strong, and it's easy to be brave, and it's easy to get things done, and it's easy to keep pushing forward when you've got somebody with you who you know is going to catch you if you fall, who you know is going to come along beside you and carry you when you just can't go on, and who you know is going to fill in those little gaps when you can't get things done. And the past 2.5 years, while I don't know what I would have done without Alex, it has been hard not having that force behind me that started this. And there were even a few little times where, I doubted myself, where I doubted if, I was going to be able to continue this. But in my heart, like I said, I know that I was meant to do this. I know that this is the path that God prepared for me from very long ago. And I thank all of you for being a part of it. I really, truly do. And I thank all of you for spending your Valentine's Day with me. I haven't even said Happy Valentine's Day. I've said, yay, that's 10 years. But Happy Valentine's Day. I want to thank you all for spending your Valentine's Day with us. you know, I cannot tell you how much you bless me. And if you see me out, say howdy. You know, like I said, if it hadn't been for those people during that 2 years when we were working in that store that came by and said, we miss seeing you, I probably would not have continued it. And seeing the face that I'm talking to really does make a difference. It really, really does. And I do thank you for being here.
Well, I thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah, but I'm going to share another story. I'm going to share the story of how Alex started editing my videos. One more quick story, and then I got a verse before we go, and then I'm going to let y'all go enjoy your Valentine's Day. So, Alex, pop up there so they can see you. Just, oh my goodness. We were actually planning Brett's service, and she was working as a lineman supervisor at a local internet and cable company. Now, the lineman supervisor, just because it says supervisor, don't mean they get to sit behind the desk. That's the one that goes out and runs up the pole in thunderstorms and crawls through the mud and stuff like that. But you're also in charge of other people. And they were not even letting her off work to help plan her father's funeral. And she came in and she was just in tears that she hated her job. And I said, how much you make? And she said, huh? And she told me, and I said, come to work for me. I'll pay you to edit my videos. And she said, I can't take your money from you. And I said, well, I don't want to edit videos. I can't do it all by myself. I won't do it all by myself. I'll just crawl up in a corner there. And I would have. If you are in a situation where you have lost your spouse after, in my case, almost 36 years, you really need someone in your life to help you continue on, to help pull you out of that corner from time to time. Because I don't care how much faith you have or how strong you have, when you're in that situation, that corner, that under that blanket, in the recliner, in the bed, or whatever, is just way too cozy, and it's way too easy to go to. So anyway, I talked her into it. I said, I have to have help. I can't do it by myself. And, I'll match your salary, come to work for me. And I finally convinced her to, and it still took her almost a month to completely quit.
Well, I put my notice in September, and I kept working until the next April.
Yeah, so and I was having a
just
share,
working.
But she came to work for me, and that's how it started. Literally, while we were planning Brett's funeral, Alex came to work for me, and it would not have continued without that. So,
I believe I'm where God wants me to be, though, working for the Hillbilly Kitchen, and I'm so grateful for it. This is literally the best job I've ever had, and I get to spend almost every day with my mother, and which it does mean a lot to me, because I missed out on so many birthdays and holidays and special trips, and I missed out on a lot of my father's life when I got older, and I do not want that to happen with my mom, and I don't have to.
And that's why she'll be coming to dinner with us. I hope I have an email with wisdom of the word when I get off of here. If you would comment and just give us your first name, I would, I'd appreciate that. I'd like to know what your first name is and know you're still with us here.
I did leave them a comment, so hopefully we'll hear from them here soon.
Okay.
They might have had to jump off for some reason or another.
Yeah,
so.
Maybe to send us an email.
Mm-hmm.
So, but this best job I ever had. I've had some bad jobs. I have been, let's see, I was a real estate agent. I was a notary signing agent. If you've ever refinanced your house and somebody came to your house and did the paperwork, that was me. I was a substitute teacher. I was a martial arts instructor. Let's see. What else did I do? I sold advertisements for newspaper and radio. Worked in body shops.
Worked in a country store.
Yeah, of course, I worked in the yesteryear country market, kind of a retail
Construction
thing.
worker.
Yes, remodeled houses. Yeah, I forgot about that. Did some air conditioning work. Managed the office when Brett was doing air conditioning work, and then went out and did air conditioning work. Chased down checks when people owed us money. All that fun stuff. You know, when you get to be my age, you forget what all you've done. But all of those things, I think, prepared me for this. And this is certainly the best job I have ever had. So thank you all for making this job possible, because it wouldn't be without you. And thank you all for being a part of this. Anyway, it is Valentine's Day. And you know I'm not going to leave you without a verse. And I do hope you all have a wonderful Valentine's Day. And I hope you were all loved. And if there is no one else on earth, I love you. And the Lord loves you. And I want to leave you with 1 Corinthians 13, 4 through 7. And this is not the King James Version. I usually do the King James Version. This is a New International, but it's kind of prettier. And for Valentine's Day, that's the one I chose. Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast. It is not proud, it does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. It does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always preserves. And that kind of sums it up. That sums up the Lord's love for us. And it should be how a husband and a wife love each other. You know, husbands are to love their wives as the Lord loves the church, as he loves us. And wives are to love their husbands. And this is what love is supposed to be. We shouldn't hold those grudges against each other. And one of the things I am most grateful for in my life is that before Brett passed, we had truly made peace with each other about over all the rough patches in our life and over all the rough patches in our marriage. And those things had all been forgiven, and those things had all been, for lack of a better word, we had atoned for them with one another. And we were at a point where we loved each other this way. And I hope that at some point in your lives, you know this love, the kind of love that it talks about in 1 Corinthians chapter 13. And I hope that you know the Lord in that way, because his love for us is the same as our love is to be for one another, and especially the love between a man and a woman, a husband and a wife in their marriage. I want to thank you all for joining us on our very special day, on our 10th birthday. And like I said, I'm calling it a birthday, not an anniversary, because it is a living thing that is growing and continuing. And in its continuation, it is continuing that relationship that Brett and I had. It's continuing. It's part of our family. You are all a part of our family, and that growth is continuing. That relationship is continuing. And that love that we shared is continuing through the Hillbilly Kitchen. Every time we add another video, every time we gain another subscriber, it continues. That somebody called it the legacy, and it is kind of a legacy now. So thank you for spending your Valentine's Day with us. Happy Valentine's Day. Thank you for joining us again for our special day.
All the kind words.
All the kind comments. There are so many I can't even keep up with the hearts, much less the comments. They're going so fast. And I would have been answering, but I can't answer and talk at the same time. I explained that on Friday. I can't even not answer and talk at the same time. I couldn't read this.
I don't have good handwriting either, though, so she was struggling.
Well, but I want to thank you all for being a part of this, for being a part of our family, for being a part of the Hillbilly Kitchen, because it is a very, very living thing. And thank you all for blessing me so much. I love you all. Happy Valentine's Day. Good night. Please don't forget to subscribe. Ask your friends to subscribe so we can have that great big party. And until next time, remember to put God first. I love you all. Good night. I don't know where to end it. There. Nope. There it is. There's so much stuff in the kitchen, I can't see where the buttons are. Good night, everybody. Thank you again.